Welcome back to Whiny Wednesdays. This is part 3 to the sponsorship series. In part 1, we debunked myths about sponsorship. In part 2, we talked about how to obtain it. And since putting out those 2 videos, I've gotten a ton of questions about self-branding. Also, people are wondering how certain individuals have gotten sponsored even though they don't have a personal brand. And the way those individuals get sponsored is by changing their personality to fit the sponsor and badgering them until they are brought on as a product sponsored player. They aren't getting financial, calm down about it. I'm here to tell you, don't worry about those people. They are faking their enthusiasm for the sponsor and will ultimately have the least amount of success in the future as dark players, not to mention a pretty bleak relationship with their sponsor. So if you're looking to build your personal brand as I have, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 ways to go about it. Because once people know who you are and begin to identify you with a specific area of understanding or expertise, you'll be well on your way to becoming the go-to person in your niche or industry. The question is, how do you become more recognized? How do you build your authority and your following? Because that's the key to getting sponsored. So step 1, create a personal vision. This is mine. I want to impart new life and vigor into this industry by inspiring a new generation of dark players that are willing and able to make the sport more appealing to the masses. My current passion is inventing new, more powerful and profitable ways to advertise the darting industry by introducing graphic design, product ads, and tournament vlogs to better capture how beautiful this sport really is. I really think we haven't been doing it justice. But if you don't care about any of that, that's okay. We need superstar athletes as well, of course, so focus on winning back-to-back world stages and develop steps to achieve that vision if you just want to be the greatest player. Step 2, once you have your vision, it's time to determine who your target audience is. Again, if you're only concerned with being the best dart competitor out there, your target audience is going to be very different from mine. You're going to be looking to build a community of people, employers, peers, influencers, etc., who can all be assets in different ways. You will not appeal to everyone, and you can't waste time and energy trying to. That's a great segue into step number 3. Understand and be your authentic self. Imagine how hard it would be to build a brand around your fake self. You'd have to act a certain way, appear a certain way, and say certain things, regardless of how you felt about it. Never forget, people connect with other people. If you don't appear to be a real person, or if it just looks like you're faking it, how likely do you think others are to trust you and buy products from you? Building a personal brand is first and foremost developing an understanding of your true self, and then sharing that with the world. Take your masks off and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Step number 4, be open about your shortcomings and weaknesses. This will make you all the more human and relatable. I fail all of the time, and people never seem to stop reminding me of that. I'm not going to pretend like I don't get frequent critical messages from people. I'm constantly being told how much of a piece of shit I am, how I'm not inspiring any women to take themselves seriously as athletes, how I'm not making any social change, how I'm wasting my effort with this video series and my general presence, how I should just quit, because our situation in the darting world is kind of hopeless. None of that bothers me anymore because I accept that I'm not going to be able to make a huge impact on this industry all by my lonesome. I'll never be able to actually track the amount of human darting lives that are affected by my content. I accept that I'm really not the smartest or best competitor or most popular person, and I think I'll be all the more successful in actually achieving my vision because I'm aware of all of that and fully accept it. Step number 5. Now that we've discussed accepting criticism for what it is and taking people at face value, try your best to build a positive online presence. Stick to your vision and express it positively and consistently online without fear of people not understanding it at first. It takes time to build your personal brand. If you aren't patient enough to develop a following of people that feed off of your ideas and talent, then of course all of your effort will be wasted. If you don't want to be discredited, then keep your chin up. Stay disciplined and motivated and positive. People simply need time to get used to a new idea or a new person. That's all that I have for you guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to check out the other 2 videos about sponsorship. They're in the playlist entitled Whiny Wednesdays. You really can't miss it. I don't know what my topic is going to be for next week, but the week after we'll be filming at the Vegas Open for the first Wine Wednesday of this month. So Jeff, Lisa, and I will be joined by Michael Lim drinking, and I think what our topic is going to be is dart groupies in the darting industry. So it's going to be quite ridiculous. I don't have actually very constructive things to say about that, but humor will be on point as usual. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week. It takes an incredible amount of patience to actually break through and push past a plateau. A lot of people don't have the patience to do it, and they're unwilling to change anything about their mechanics or mentality to get better, or they let performance anxiety get the best of them, and the fear of failure is just overwhelming.